Ms. Hines, today you've summoned your ex-boyfriend, Mr. Jackson, to court. You want to prove that he fathered your 22-month-old son, Matthias. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Jackson, you claim Matthias cannot be your son because Ms. Hines had another man living with her around the time of conception. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Hines, why are you so certain Mr. Jackson is your son's father?
Christmas Eve, we had sex in the car. After that, I told him that I was pregnant. He basically said that he gave me a Christmas gift because he didn't give me anything for Christmas.
Your Honor, I believe that's a false accusation because more than likely I always be with my family on Christmas because we have like traditions.
This is Christmas Eve and not Christmas. We agreed to be with our family on Christmas.
Are you disagreeing that it was Christmas Eve, or you're disagreeing that you're the
I'm disagreeing that it was
sex with?
I'm disagreeing on both behalves because she was living with another male, so it's kind of like hard to like judge her because like.
So while you all were in this relationship or just having sex in the car, whatever it was you all were doing, she was in a relationship with somebody else.
Yeah, it was a relationship. She had another male living with her.
I'm trying to understand this. So you two dated?
Yeah, we dated. We tried the dating thing.
We really actually went to school together.
Okay.
Let's start with that. We went to school together. He hit me up on a website and he said that he always had a crush on me. So like a week later, we got together.
So the bottom line is you were together, you started having sex. Were you or were you not using protection?
No, we was not using
protection. No. And at that time, were you having sex with anyone else, Ms. Hines?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Jackson, what information do you have that would suggest that she was having sex with somebody else?
She had another male living with her, and it was a time that, like, I was snooping around her house, and I had seen a box because she had said she was taking some stuff to storage. So I had seen a box, and in that box, it was some condoms in the box.
So when you were in her house, you were snooping around and you saw some condoms in a box?
Yeah, and I thought she was like...
So you thought at that point, that man and her were having sex?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, that is true. I did sleep with my ex. Okay. So condoms in a box. That's correct because my ex was moving out during this time.
Having sex with
because I told my ex about him.
But you do admit you had sex with him?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, and I was on vacation one time, and like I was snooping around, and I got a phone, and I seen like she was texting numerous people. So I had snooped and went through one of the texts, and I seen like she was texting this guy, and he was like calling her bouncy.
You're doing a lot of snooping.
Yeah, I got to.
I mean, if you're snooping, why are you even with her then?
I've just seen so many things that seem shady.
So what you're saying is the instances of admitting she's cheating, seeing this box with the condoms in it, the little lies and those things were leading you to doubt her.
Leading me to doubt her.
And then every time you would snoop, you see more pictures and messages in her phone.
I see more pictures and messages and like her talking and texting the other man on social media, so that gives me doubt.
Saying what?
And plus, he has blonde hair, and none of my people in my family has blonde hair, Your Honor. So that was like
two people makes a baby,
reason.
Your Honor, and to be honest, that's one of our family traits, is brown hair like that. My brother was born with light brown hair.
Yeah, but my daughter looks exactly like me, like my
to be honest, if you look really closely at his hair is not jet black. And my son's hair was lighter than that, like born. Like, I guess that's baby.
So wait a minute, you saying the baby isn't yours because y'all don't have the same hair color? Come on, Mr. Jackson.
It's not that. It's just because
come on now.
She was living with another man and she admitted to having sex with this man.
Those parts of your doubt I understand. So the point is you're saying you really don't know, Mr. Jackson.
I really don't know, Your Honor.
And that's the problem.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Because with all your snooping, you never could pinpoint.
Exactly.
The date.
I like to do my detective work.
But that's what I'm saying. But your detective work did not lead to the answer of, was this sexual relationship going on during the window of Matthias's conception? That's what your question is.
Yes.
So, Ms. Hines, what has Mr. Jackson done for Matthias? Is he involved? Does he help support him?
Behind closed doors, he's his son. Around other people, he's not. When we're together, that's his son.
Yeah,
when we're not together, He's not his son.
Did you ever consider each other boyfriend and girlfriend, or you just sleeping together and sleeping around?
At some point, until I figured out that, like, she's bringing her man, like, she's so friendly that she's bringing her man to come and stay with her and stuff like that. While she's bringing me at the house, like, we in the house together, like.
Okay. You're living in the house with her, and then she lets another man come and stay
too, yeah.
He was trying to move out. So yes, there's boxes, there's clothes.
There's condoms in those boxes. They're taking showers in front of each other. They're arguing, and every day. And she's cooking for him. They're watching movies and taking pictures on the couch. How can I even have a reason to believe that she's my girlfriend or anything?
Your Honor, I have some evidence right here if you want to see it.
I would love to see it.
This is his Facebook.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. You just submitted Facebook messages, a pack of them. What are these to demonstrate?
He's calling me a liar and a whore or a hoe, whatever, sleeping around. But that's what he's been doing since we got together.
So these are messages to countless, lots and lots of women. So from the looks of these messages, it seems like you entertaining these women.
The reason why I did what I did, because, like, she had messages in her phone from her other fella that was talking about working on their relationship as far as the workout.
Before that, he was cheating on me. Like, he's been cheating on me from the beginning.
Well, it's obvious he's entertaining countless other women. That's a no-brainer after looking at that. So, Ms. Hines, you've been struggling to support Matthias.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Jackson has contributed what?
4 outfits.
And you've been doing this by yourself?
I mean, I have my mom, and then I have my best friend.
Let me hear from your best friend. Ma'am, please stand. State your name.
LaPortia Johnson.
Ms. Johnson, you are Ms. Hines' best friend.
Yeah, sure.
And what do you know about this? What do you have to add?
I know everything about the situation. I know she's been pretty much taking care of him by herself with my assistance, her mother, no help from him. I do most of the babysitting.
This woman is
He's
irrelevant.
paid me twice for babysitting. $10 a piece, both times. I'm more of a father to this child than he is.
And the reason why she's in the picture is because after I had him, I got a job. I told him, I said, can you please watch Matthias while I go to work? I was 10 minutes late, Your Honor. That means clocking out and getting back to his house. 10 minutes late, and he had the nerve to pass him to me and was like, don't make this a habit. After
Did you say that?
The reason why I did that, yes, I did.
Did you say that?
Yes, because I have doubts that this is my son, because he does not resemble me, and she's been talking about this other guy.
You don't know that I've been potty training your son. You don't know that I spend money on your son. You don't know that one day she had no money for diapers, and she called you and asked you for $5, and you told her no, but then you got a cab and went somewhere?
Really?
Mr. Jackson, did you go to any doctor's appointments?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Were you there at the birth?
Not at the birth, but I came after the birth.
And when you saw the baby, what did you feel?
I really didn't feel a connection because, like, he didn't have really much of my features, and I seen that he had, like, a blondish orange hair, and that's just not my family, so I had a reason to doubt right there.
From the beginning,
Yeah.
why didn't you take the paternity test when she offered to pay for it?
Look.
Good question. Why
Your
didn't you
Honor.
take the paternity test early on, Mr. Jackson?
She's making false accusations.
I'm not making false accusations. I was on the phone.
Yeah.
Not on the phone. You were on the phone with her. And she was sitting at my house crying about
We
it.
must have had a conference call then.
And see, this is what he does to her. He'll talk and talk and talk until she's broken down like this. And then eventually she just shuts down. And then he's won.
What are you most upset about, Ms. Hines? What are you feeling? Because I'm exhausted just listening. I've been trying to understand this. You all have done, I mean, a lot of
I don't
talking.
have to be with him. Like, we broke up so many times. It's not even about no relationship between me and him.
Right.
Like, I don't care. He could do whatever he want to do. The thing is, like, my son needs a father. He needs to know who his people is, where he comes from. It ain't just me. Like, we have no boys in our family. Like, he got, like, little cousins he could play with. Like, why he can't? 'Cause of rumors? Like, come on.
You feel like your son's quality of life, the opportunity he would have to have a father and a family.
After today, he still don't have to be in his son's life. It's fine, but I need him to know and his people to realize that he do have a son. Like, he's there. If y'all don't like
because
it, then I don't
he
care.
has
but
not accepted it, and neither has anyone in his family.
No.
Do you feel like any of their doubts are valid? Do you feel like anything you've done, just the relationship, the cheating with your ex and those kinds of things, do you understand why he
No,
has
I
some
do
doubt?
not understand. He just wants to do what he wants to do. He always just want to make excuses. I could be like, I'm not cheating on you, move in. You can watch me 24/7. He ain't gonna come. It's not my fault that he don't want to move in because he want to do his dirt. It's not my fault. I can't make him. But then again, I'm talking to everybody. What?
I'm not going to move in with a woman who has another man living with her and she's
You
like,
helped me
constantly
move
talking.
out with that man. So what is you saying? If there was a problem,
It's about
you begged me
Matthias. It's
to-
not about you and her.
Exactly.
It's about him.
well, stop bringing it up.
So if,
bringing
in
it up.
fact, it is determined, Ms. Hines, that Mr. Jackson is, in fact, Matthias's biological father, would you be interested in having a relationship with him, or you just don't want that anymore?
I hope not.
The thing is, like, I love him. I do. We've been together 3 years. Like, I do love him. The thing is, I just hate how he treats me. I'm not that person. He even says I'm not that person, but he just want to believe other things. That's his problem. I always wanted a family. Like, you know, all women want a family. They don't just have sex with a dude and be like, oh, I'm pregnant, bye. I mean, unless that's what you want, but that's not what I want. I actually want a family. I had a family before. That's why it kills me. I left my family for him. I did not have to want for nothing, Your Honor. My daughter, father gave me the world. He takes care of his child. To this day, he still takes care of his child. I wanted the same thing with him. You're not just gonna leave just to be with a messed up man. Like, why? That's just killing yourself. Like, who does that?
So, Mr.
It's
Jackson,
just the lies. Like, 1 minute, like, we're together. He even said we're gonna get engaged. But then again, I'm a whore and that's not his son. Like, I don't know what, he tells me one thing and then tells everybody something else. Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? That's why we're here. It's like, forget it then. I'm gonna just prove to you that he's his and then go about your business. It's not even worth it no more, fighting.
Mr. Jackson,
Yes, Your Honor.
I think Ms. Hines is being very transparent about what this entire situation has done to her and has cost her.
Yeah, I understand, Your Honor.
If, in fact, Matthias is found to be your biological child, what are your intentions?
My intentions, I would love to have a son because I have a daughter already. I don't really get to spend much time with her, and because she's out of the city. So if that's my son, I would love to step up and like at least try to make things work out with Rachel. But these accusations and the things that I've seen in the past is what's holding me back.
And if he's not your son, what are your intentions?
Then my intentions is to move on and show that I was right.
All right.
Show that I was right. And
Let's get
tears
the
can't-
results. Jerome? In the case of Hines versus Jackson, pertaining to 22-month-old Matthias Hines, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Jackson, you are Matthias's father.
My friend. At least, like, if I can get a hug, you mind if I get a hug? So I can, no accusation?
That's up to her. That's up to her. He said he'd like to give you a hug. Are you okay with that or not? You can say no.
No.
All right.
Maybe
Step
later.
on back over there to your side.
Later.
You can have
Wait, I gotta let her cool down.
So, Mr. Jackson,
If she will allow me to be in his life and to try to work things out with her, if she can accept my apology,
well, why don't you start by apologizing?
yeah. Well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Hines, that I treated you in such a way and slandered you. You accept my apology?
I do.
Thank you.
And that's a start. That's a start. Mr. Jackson, for all of your investigation and your detective work.
I need a new profession then, huh?
You do. And I'm glad you said it. Because as you can see, the problem about invading someone's privacy is you get so much information, you don't know how to process it, you get it out of context. The thing she admitted to doing, you couldn't even believe that because you had so much more data to process.
Yeah.
This is a mess. You have to change this. Now, part of that means you got to step up to the plate, Mr. Jackson. Now, that's one thing you've admitted to. You haven't really done anything. You haven't really participated. It's time for you to do what's right. Ms. Valentin, you are here to prove your 3.5-month-old son, Michael Jordan, is the defendant's biological child. You claim Mr. Jordan did not deny your son until you moved on and began dating other men. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Jordan, you claim you have always known you are not Michael's biological father after discovering a text message Ms. Valentin sent to another man. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Ms. Valentin, tell the court, why did you open today's case?
Because I know 100% sure that Michael is the father of my baby, Michael.
So, Mr. Jordan, you don't believe you are little Michael's biological father?
No, not at all. That's not my kid.
That's a lie. Because this whole pregnancy and after birth, you begged me to name him after you. And you've been there through my pregnancy, and you've been there after he was born. I mean, you cut his cord. So if you want to keep lying in front of this judge, it's going to cause problems for you outside this courtroom. So I suggest that you tell the truth.
Yes.
I suggest that you tell the truth because it's going to cause a lot of problems.
I was there during the pregnancy, but that was because if it was my kid and I wasn't there, then I would feel bad. But if it is my kid, I'd rather be there throughout everything. But I wanted the paternity test from the beginning.
And I begged you several times to get it. Right when I had him, swab his mouth, send it off. You didn't do it.
You moved to Chicago.
You didn't. No,
Okay,
that's a lie.
wait. How did you all even meet? How did you get together?
So went on a dating app. Okay, I went on a dating app because I was looking for a one-night stand because that's all it was supposed to be. So, I was on the dating app and I saw Michael. And I swiped right on him and apparently he had swiped right on me as well. So, I like my man. I like him with a dash of ugly and stuff. And it's like, he fit the description because he had a beautiful smile, but he had a little dash of ugly.
Wait. I think that's a first. I've never heard that. You say you like your men with a dash of ugly?
Yes.
Ugly.
It's only a dash. He's still a very handsome man. And he has a very beautiful smile, but he still has a dash of ugly.
Dash.
Just a dash. He's not ugly. He has a dash of ugly.
Okay.
He's very handsome, but you know how
Is
men
the
are.
ugly outside or inside?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both.
You got it all around, though.
In my day, we used to say we don't like them too pretty.
Exactly.
You all, it's a dash of ugly now.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I get it. So how soon after you swipe did you meet him?
The same night. It was the same night.
Yeah.
It was the same night. Like
We
I
did
paid
what
for
we
his
did
cab.
that night, yep.
I sure did. I paid for his cab to
Yeah,
come
I
over
think
my
you sure
house
did.
because it was gonna go on my terms. Like I paid for it so he can come, and it was the very same night. Like I said, it was only supposed to be a one-night stand.
If she gonna do it for me,
But
she gonna
wait,
do it for
now Miss Valentin, you wasn't paying for no taxi for no man you saw on a dating website to
It was
come
like I
to your
said,
house?
But we had protected sex, Your Honor.
You had protected
we had protected
No,
sex.
I'm talking more about you didn't know who he was coming to your new house.
Yeah.
But I had just wanted a one-night stand. I wasn't really thinking
Her
about
kids
all
So,
that.
asleep.
all right, so wait,
Okay,
let me
don't bring
understand
him up in this, 'cause that ain't got nothing to do with it.
Hold on. When he gets there, you say that night you have the one night stand, but you use protection.
We did use protection, Your Honor. We did.
Then what happened?
We had sex a lot more. We started hanging out some. He came over one night and he was eating my. Then we did have unprotected sex that same
Man,
night.
all right, she lying. She lying for a fact. That is not true, Your Honor.
done.
You really gonna lie like that?
Oh, you want to say that
You
I'm
really
lying?
gonna lie like that?
You want to say that I'm lying?
Never had that
Just
ever
let it
happen.
go. Just
That
let it
has
go.
never
'cause it
ever
did
happened
happen.
in your life.
Because it did
You
happen on
wish you
several
did.
occasions.
That's what happened. You wish
It
you
happened
did.
on several
Yes, and you wish
occasions.
you wish it happened.
It happened on several
No,
occasions.
never happened. Never happened.
Oh,
Never
my
happened.
Lord.
Never in my life.
It happened on several
Order in
occasions.
the court.
What do
Let's
you
get
mean?
some order in the
Never
court.
It still happens.
Okay, so
Just admit.
I appreciate you being detail-oriented. Ms. Valentin. So we know you were having sexual relationship. At what point did this turn into a sexual relationship which was unprotected? Because it led to
a few weeks later.
All right. And then, Mr. Jordan, how did you find out Ms. Valentin was pregnant?
I came home one night and she had somebody living with her. I ain't never met
Oh,
the man
you're
one day
lying.
in my life.
No, you're lying.
Wait,
you're
you
lying.
said
You
you
didn't
came
come home one night
Yes, I
because
came
you never
home
lived
one night.
with
She
me.
didn't even know I was coming. I just knocked
You're
on
a
the door.
lie. Because every
I
time you
knocked-
came over,
I
you
knocked
called
three
my
times.
phone.
Hey,
No.
let me talk.
Because you're sitting here lying.
I'll let you talk. Let me talk.
Okay, so you came to her house
Right.
ma'am.
one
My
day
house.
unannounced.
Yes, Your Honor.
And what happened?
Well, I'm knocking on the door, nobody coming. The light's off upstairs. Next thing I see a light come on. So I'm like, who is this? Somebody with hair like mine. He came downstairs and she followed behind with a broom. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what's been going on. He opened the door. The first thing I asked, who is he? She's like, no, he just here for the kids. He babysitting the kids. He was cleaning up my house, this and that. So I'm like, all right. I ain't think too much of it. I start walking upstairs. Tell me why ESPN was playing in her room with messed up sheets, Your Honor. She don't know. She don't watch basketball. She never watched basketball. Can you even name an NBA player besides LeBron James?
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan.
Yes,
Yeah.
she can.
Okay.
Well, anyway, after that happened, we had unprotected sex that same night, and I did not talk to her no more for 2 weeks because of that.
Wait.
Oh,
You got into the sheets. You thought another man had just got out of?
It was on the counter. It was on the counter, Your Honor.
Why did I ask?
It was on the counter.
Why did I ask?
It was on the counter.
After that, I would not talk to her. Then she came to me with a paper and she said, come here, I gotta show you something. She showed me the pregnancy test. She showed me a couple of them. First thing I
How
did,
long after the unprotected sex night did she give you the paper?
It was 2 weeks. I wouldn't talk to her because I saw a
That's
man
a
over her
lie.
house. And she kicked the man out, just get me to come back over because she know I had a
That's
job.
a lie.
She know I keep money around.
Michael, you
have no income.
$8 an hour.
You have
What
no
money do you
income.
have?
I make money
You
off
work for
features. You
$8
have no
an hour.
income
What money do you
whatsoever.
have?
What money do you 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 have?
I pay her
You were borrowing
bills,
money.
electric bill,
'Cause you
gas
borrowed money
bill,
from me.
water bill. I paid it all.
Okay, all right.
I brought her kids food.
Okay.
You ain't never bought my kids a damn thing.
Oh, so all the restaurants we went to,
But
I took
anyway,
her and her
back
kids
to
out.
what he was saying.
Okay, one at a time.
Back to
I'm
what
gonna
he
give
was
Ms.
saying.
Valentin a chance to respond to your testimony.
Back to what
Mr.
he was
Jordan.
saying.
Okay.
So while I was living back in Chicago, yes, I had somebody that I was involved with previously. We were no longer involved for months at a time. Months. So yes, he came down because that's the only other man besides my kid's father who had ever been around my kids. No other man. He's the third man who's only ever been around my kids. So yes, he came to my house and my friend was there. I had a 3-bedroom townhouse at the time. So I had only one TV. So if him and my son wanted to watch TV, they were gonna have to watch my TV because there was no other one.
My witness told me
And
he's seen multiple men coming out.
Hold on. This select witness that he bring with him today, I didn't meet till I was already pregnant.
You brought this witness, and I want to hear from him. Please stand, sir. State your name for the court. Step over to the podium.
Elijah Krebs.
Okay, Mr. Krebs,
Yeah.
what do you know about this situation?
Well, I actually got an exhibit I'd like to show you.
Oh, you brought an exhibit?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please step
Ooh,
over to
let's
your
see this
exhibit.
Let's see this exhibit.
So let me see
lived
what
in the-
Mr. Krebs has to offer
Okay.
So
on
I
this
go to my
exhibit.
friend's house. He lived in the same apartment complex she did. He lived right over here. She lived right over here. And in order for me to get to and from his house, I would have to go this way to go to the bus stop.
And when you would walk past, what is your testimony?
I seen men coming in and out of her house. Multiple occasions.
Your Honor.
On multiple occasions, Your Honor.
Did you, during that time, have different men coming in and out?
No.
Who is
He
Pizza
was-
King?
Exactly.
The
And
pizza
I didn't
place
talk
next
to him
you.
except for the beginning before I met you, before we even started really talking like that.
I checked
And why are you
messages.
bringing his social media up? Because that's his social media. You don't even know
That is
his
not
name.
his social.
You
That's
don't
the
even.
name you gave him.
What do you mean? That
That's
was
the name
not
you put
social
up.
media. That wasn't even text
No,
messages.
no, that was not.
That
That was
wasn't
not at
even
all.
text messages.
Okay, I have a question.
I didn't even have his number.
Hold on.
You had his number and his message, and it was a number.
Hold on. Who is Pizza King?
I don't know. I never found out what Pizza
I don't
King
even
was.
know. I never met
She
him
like,
in
it's
person.
the restaurant texting me.
I never met him in person.
I seen the messages. No, They ain't texting you.
Yeah, no restaurant
Talking about, can I
text.
come over
You
tonight?
talking about a restaurant. You're talking about his social media. I never had his number.
But who is Pizza King?
Some boy I ignore. Cause he blows my phone up.
She tried to cover up. Absolutely.
What
Yes,
did you
Your Honor.
see her
I never
texting to
did.
Pizza King?
They was talking about linking up, meeting up at the house. That she supposedly don't bring men over.
So what
So
did
this-
you read?
You were the only man that was there.
What did you read?
It was like baby, like just emojis and stuff like that. Like,
you
can
are
I
such
come
a
over?
liar. You are
Why would I lie
such a
about this?
liar. You've been lying this whole time
The
we've been
baby is
here, so
Pizza
why
King.
not
The baby
keep
probably
lying?
Pizza King.
Why not keep
It's
lying?
definitely not
You've been
mine.
lying. Every word that has came out your mouth has been a lie since we've been here.
No, that
and
was
you're gonna
you.
keep
No,
lying.
that was you.
You have to
That
remember
was
this
you.
is gonna really affect you in
It's
real
gonna
life.
affect you. People
So
gonna
keep
know what type of
playing.
person you
so
are.
Keep playing.
Okay, hold on
Same
now.
day I met
Keep
you, I
playing.
slide in.
Listen,
Keep
listen.
playing.
That how it work now?
Hey,
When I
hey,
stand
You
at
had multiple men over there.
let's get some order.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
First, I'd like to say this is real life, because y'all really getting on my nerves in real life. Y'all wear me out. I want to understand, but that screaming and hollering at the top of your lungs, y'all could have done that before you came. You got a little baby here named Michael Jordan, named after you.
Well-
and you sitting up acting, they saying now it's Pizza King's baby. And all of this is a living, breathing person. This is real life right here. A beautiful little boy. And you saying you're not his father, and yet he has your name. You were at the hospital. You said he cut the umbilical cord.
He signed a birth certificate.
What are you feeling, Miss Valentin?
Because he's lying and he's doing this to hurt me. He's doing it to hurt me. He's been in love with my son since he was born. And he has pictures of him everywhere, all over his social media. And he asks me for pictures of him all the time.
So why do you think he's denying him?
Because his friends. Because of his friends.
I have nothing to do with
Oh, you think people are getting in his ear and giving him reason to doubt the baby? You feel like if it was just him having to make his own decision.
He has reasonable doubt. We
He
talked
does.
about it. He does have
Okay.
reasonable doubt because my friend was over there. He was. And if I'm going to admit to it, why am I going to lie about something else? I've been honest with everything I said. He was there and he did live with me.
So is this a friend you've been intimate with at some point?
A long time ago, yes. And I admitted to that. We did have a sexual relationship months before. Months before he came down.
He never told me that, Your Honor.
Yes, I did.
He never told me. She denied it. She said he just a babysitter. She used him. She finessed him to clean up the house, and he cooked. for
Because
her.
that's all he used to do. He used to cook for my kids and he used to clean my house.
You said yourself,
Like I said, he has reason to
does
doubt.
have a reason to doubt, but you're
Yes.
saying that is not what you were doing.
That is not what I was doing.
Now,
Yes.
okay, I get it. Mr. Jordan, your doubt is fueled by that occurrence you witnessed.
Yes.
And also by your friends saying men are coming in and out. And also the text messages you got with
What text
Pizza
messages?
King. He says he saw the
Because
text.
you don't have text messages. You should have screenshotted it and sent it to your phone like you did everything else. I keep everything.
She told
Everything.
another man that
Come on now,
she
there's
was
text
pregnant,
messages.
that she
There's
was
text
pregnant.
messages of
This
where.
before I
of
even knew
where-
that she was pregnant. But she told another man that she was pregnant after he took her key and went back to Chicago with the
What?
key.
First of all, that didn't even happen,
That did happen.
when
That
I
did
met
happen.
you.
You
That
know it
happened in
happened.
December when he brought
No,
me down on
so-
Miss
this.
Valentin.
You're lying.
Mr. Jordan,
You're
Miss
lying.
Valentin, stop. You all are proving why I always say that sex is not an after-school activity. It's not an extracurricular activity. It's not soccer. It's not baseball. It's not bowling. It's serious. You don't just get on the computer and decide, oh, I'm gonna have sex today, because it turns into this. And now we've got a little person. Look at this beautiful baby. I don't want him to grow up in this level of negativity and drama. Mr. Jordan, what are your intentions? If this baby is yours, do you plan to be a dad or do you plan to just do this?
Yes, I would be there. And she know that for a fact, because I've been there through every single doctor appointment. I've been there at the pregnancy.
Okay, lie again.
And I-
Because you
I
weren't there
send
for
money
all my
whenever she
doctor's
needed.
appointments.
Jerome, let's get the result. When it comes to 3-month-old Michael Jordan, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Jordan, you are the father. That's your beautiful little boy. He's just precious.
Yes, he is.
And he doesn't deserve this. Y'all gotta get this together. This is messy. This is, you know what? I'm taking it all the way to ignorant. This is ignorant. Cause you all now just yelling to hear yourselves talk. And this little, look at this beautiful baby. And that's one thing you need to understand. Whatever you do to each other, you do to him. Once you bring life into this world, y'all swiping right, now you gotta live right. Now you gotta parent right. He's here now. And I'm looking at his little face, look at that joy. You all gonna yell and scream the joy out of the child. Cause you sure enough did it to me today. So we gonna stop.